and welcome everyone to this exclusive webinar on Diwali baskets for Samvat 2077. I am Devash Vakil. I am the Deputy Head at Retail Research at HDFC Securities. All the viewers of this webinar are beloved patrons, customers, colleagues, friends watching this webinar. I wish all of you happy Dhanteras and happy Diwali. Diwali is the festival we celebrate for the victory of the light over the darkness, victory of the knowledge over the ignorance. And to slay our knowledge about new concept of basket investing, we have Anugrah. He is a co-founder at Smallcase. Welcome to this webinar, Anugrah. Please tell us about this new concept of baskets. Tell us about more in detail. Over to you, Anugrah.
Thanks a lot, Devash, and a very happy Dhanteras to all the viewers, and thanks a lot for tuning in, and thanks to HDFC Securities for having me here. As Devash mentioned, we would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to a new and very rapidly growing concept of basket investing through Smallcase's platforms, right? And without further delay, let's just get started. So I think if any of you is following what's happening in the markets recently, you would have one thing for sure that all of you would have noticed is the volatility which is there in the market right now, right? So like since the lockdown started back in the March, we witnessed one of the like most severe markets falls like in the recent history, and since then we have also seen a very rapid market recovery, and the numbers have been like the economic numbers have also been so some sort of like has brought in some sort of encouraging environment or atmosphere along with the Diwali recently. But one thing that all the equity market participants have experienced in the last 6 months, right, is how choppy the markets could be, right? That they can fall by 10 to 15% in no time, and at the same in the similar fashion, they can also give you very handsome and rewarding returns in a very short frame of mind, right? So like how do we go about investing when there is so much of volatility inherently present in the market, right? So this is the main concept that I would be trying to explain and walk you through in the next few slides. So as I mentioned, right, this is one of the most important thing that we would be tackling, right? Before I get into the concept in more detail, in the sense that what could be the product that you could use to, let's say, navigate through the markets more smoothly, right? And what are the different measures that you need to take for that? We would have to understand few technical terms so that it becomes very easy to get the whole product. And one of them is the exchange traded funds, right? This is also a very rapidly growing investment class in India right now, and it's nothing but actually the mutual funds which are trading on exchange, right? Most of us have experienced of investing into mutual funds, be it for tax saving purposes or for, let's say, wealth building or growing purposes. We have experienced investing into mutual funds, right? But ETFs are, you could say, that an evolved version of mutual funds, in the sense that instead of, let's say, one end of the NAV values, these are constantly traded on the exchange, just like you get to see the price of a stock ticking all the time. You can buy and sell stocks directly from your broker, right? Similarly, in case of exchange traded funds, you will see their prices ticking all the time, and you would be able to buy and sell directly these funds from your HDFC Securities broking account, right? Now, the most important characteristics of a exchange traded fund is that they track a particular asset class or an index, right? For example, if we say that for example, let's talk about a Nifty ETF, right? This is an example of a Nifty ETF, which is Nippon India Nifty 50. This ETF tracks the Nifty index, which is nothing but a basket of 50 stocks, 50 highest market cap stocks on the exchange. So let's say if in an year Nifty index is giving you approximately 10% return, so a Nifty ETF index will also give you 10% return. If it is giving you -5 to -6% return, approximately a Nifty ETF will also give you -5 and -6% return, right? Similarly, let's say if you have a gold ETF, right, And as you would, all of you would have seen that in the last 1 year, gold has given tremendous return. It has generated almost close to 30% return, right? Similarly, a a gold ETF would have also given you 30% return. If let's say the gold would have underperformed, or it would have given minus 15% return per se, gold ETF would have also given you minus 15% return, right? So the most important thing to note and understand is that ETFs helps you take exposure directly to either an index or an asset class, and they give you, let's say, they just pass through the returns which are generated by these assets, or investment baskets or indices for that matter, right? And so if ETFs were not there, and if you wanted to, let's say, invest into Nifty 50 stocks, right, you would have to find out all those 50 companies, buy the individual stocks of all those 50 companies in the same proportion. It would have been a nightmare for you to manage a portfolio, such a huge portfolio. And as well as the investment cost of investing into that portfolio would also have been like super high. But given that there are ETFs available, you can directly invest into these ETFs, which gives you exposure to all the 50 stocks. If Nifty index is giving you whatever percentage returns, this will pass through the same amount of returns to you, right? So now, given that we have understood the whole concept of ETFs in a nutshell, right? Let's just look at how rapidly these concepts have been growing in India, right? So like gold ETFs have clocked almost close to 2,500 crores of inflow in September quarter, which is, if you compare to the last September in 2019, it's like 14 times higher, right? So you can just gauge the popularity of these investment class and how fast they are growing and how safe they have become now to take exposure to respective indices or asset classes, right? So just wanted to introduce the concept of ETFs and then bring you back to the whole volatility concept with which we started, right? Now, how do we go about investing in a manner that we are able to somewhat navigate through this volatility, right? Now, the most important point here becomes the diversification. Okay. Now, whether you are diversifying to 2 stocks or 5 stocks, essentially you will have to first create a basket for that, right? And that is why the whole concept of basket investing becomes important to understand. So just to give you a little more flavor of how diversification helps you, uh, let's say, mitigate or reduce volatility. For example, let's say your hypothesis is that you want to that petrol prices, again hypothetically speaking, let's say petrol prices are coming down and you want to invest into Maruti's stocks thinking that automobile sales will rise, right? Now there is no problem with the whole example or concept. You can go ahead and execute it, right? But let's say 1 month down the line, there's a strike that happens in the Maruti's plant, right? Now there was nothing wrong with the idea or philosophy that you had, or what you wanted to do, but still, if that happens, if a strike happens in Maruti's plant, your investments might get negatively impacted, right? So then how do we go around mitigating this risk, right? So instead of just investing in Maruti, if you wanted to take the advantage of a drop petrol price drop resulting into increased automobile sale, what we can do is we can create a basket of 5 to 6 different automobile stocks and together invest into them. So initially, let's say if you would have invested 100 rupees in a Maruti's stock, right, and if it drops by 20%, you are left with 80 rupees. But this time, if you invest 100 rupees equally in, let's say, 5 stocks, you are only investing 20 rupees in Maruti's stock, and if it again drops by 20%, you are actually you are going to be left with 96 rupees, right? So you, instead of 80, now you are at 96. So this is the kind of benefit that the diversification can bring into your portfolio, and this is how it can help you reduce volatility a lot, right? Now, this whole concept of basket investing is what we have brought on the HDFC Securities platform, right? And this whole offering requires no management fee. It lets you diversify and lower your fees, and there are no lock-ins, right? So moving forward with this and introducing the concept of all-weather investing through ETFs, right? So first thing that we spoke about in the presentation was that volatility in the stock market is inevitable, and we have to come up with a solution which can help us navigate through the volatility and can smoothen out our investment journey, right? Then we talk about ETFs. What are ETFs? They help us take exposure to the respective index or asset class. They are so more or less a pass-through securities, right? Then we spoke about the concept of basket investing, in the sense that how it helps us diversify away the risk by investing into multiple securities, stocks, or ETFs at a time, right? Now if we combine the all three together, right, what we present to you now is an all-weather investing, which is a basket of ETFs, which helps you navigate through which helps you, let's say, create wealth in the long term by reducing the volatility a lot. Now, which are the ETFs that we are using in this basket? So we have mentioned all the 4 different ETFs here. These are Nippon India Gold Bees, which gives you exposure to gold. Then we have Junior Bees, which gives you exposure to uh, market cap stocks from 51 to 100. Then we have Nippon India Nifty Bees, which gives you exposure to market cap stocks from 1 to 50. And then we have Nippon India Liquid Bees, which is sort of a cash or liquid securities present in the portfolio. So broadly, this portfolio through ETFs is giving you exposure to all the top 100 stocks which are listed on the exchange. Top 50 stocks are covered through Nifty 50. Next 50 set of 50 stocks are covered through Junior Bees. Simultaneously, it is also giving you exposure to Gold Bees and Liquid Bees. So one single basket lets you invest into equity, gold, and fixed income securities together in a manner that reduces the volatility while ensuring that you are still able to generate more than 10 or like 11% returns, right? As you can see that the CAGR for this particular basket has been above 11%, right? Now we have been speaking about like why you should invest into all-weather investing. The primary, let's say, equity sort of returns without compromising on the volatility, right? So these are examples of, let's say, historical events when there has been very sudden market drop, right? But still an AWI has given very handsome return. So we have highlighted multiple such instances, like first one being the 2007 financial crisis, when the markets had fallen by like more than 50%, right? And as you can see at that point in time, AWI had significantly beaten the market. And if we just talk about the very recent event, which was, let's say, at the beginning of the year, right, when markets almost fell by 15%, AWI had only like fallen by 2%, right? So what it does essentially is that it generates return in upswings and protects your downsides when there is a sudden crash in the market, right? But how are we being like able to do that, right? This is primarily done through a very intelligent algorithm that runs behind the portfolio and decides how much of your money should be invested into equity, gold, or fixed income at any given point in time, right? So like, how does it happen? So for example, today, if you go and invest into an AWI portfolio, right? And let's say hypothetically again you want to invest 10,000 rupees. So the platform, the basket investing platform of HDFC Securities will tell you that out of this 10,000 rupees, let's say 2,500 should go into gold, 5,000 should go into equities, and remaining 2,500 should go into liquid or debt securities. And this is the optimal exposure for the next 3 months, because the whole basket is reviewed on a quarterly basis. And the portfolio is managed by experts. We will constantly be looking at the portfolio, and at the end of 3 months we will again see that for the next 3 months what is the best optimal exposure that you should be having in these asset classes. So let's say if you had 50% exposure into equity, there might be a notification that you receive that now the portfolio has been reviewed, and as per the rebalance, the equity weight needs to be reduced to 40%, gold needs to be reduced, gold needs to be increased to the respectively higher weight, right? Now, before we further go and understand a little bit more about the whole portfolio, right? Here we have just compared the performance of this portfolio versus the actual asset classes which are there in the portfolio, right? So as I mentioned, the portfolio has equity, which is represented by Nifty. The portfolio has fixed income, which is represented by debt. This is not purely fixed income in the true sense, but it sort of brings in a fixed amount of returns in your portfolio, and then we have also compared it with inflation, right? So as you can see that the small case or the portfolio very significantly beats all the three different parameters. For example, it significantly beats equity, it significantly beats the returns that you can generate by keeping your money in the bank account, as well as it is you are able to generate above inflation returns by investing into a basket like this, right? So now, given that we have like understood about the whole concept in a nutshell, how do we go about investing into this basket in a very hassle-free sort of a manner, right? So you just need to go to hdfcsec.com, select basket investing. It's a very beautifully made, easy to use and intuitive platform. Search for all weather investing portfolio and log in with your existing HDFC Securities broker account, right? So you don't need to create any new account. You don't need to submit any paper or have any, let's say, the whole journey is completely digital. Just go to HDFC Securities website, log in with your broker account, go to basket investing, search for all weather portfolio and invest into it. Now, when you are investing into it, the money will directly be debited from the bank account or linked with your trading account, and stocks will be delivered into your demat account, right? And any dividend, let's say if you are earning through liquid bees, which is the fixed income ETF in the portfolio, will also be directly come to your your demat or bank account, right? So no new setup is required. Everything is directly integrated with your existing HDFC Securities account. You just need to go to the website, log in, and directly invest, right? Now, some additional features which are available as the part of the basket investing platform, right? And not just for all weather, but all the different other baskets or portfolios which are available on this platform, right? We have just list them here, but let's say if you go to this platform, right? We have just spoken about one of the baskets which are available on the platform and which gives you an exposure to gold, equity, and fixed income together. But we have multiple different baskets available on the platform. There are pure equity baskets, and one of such baskets we would be shortly talking about. Deva should be talking about the basket that we are going to be introducing as a special Diwali basket in some time. But there are more such baskets which are available on the platform. For example, we have smart beta strategies. We also have other ETF strategies available on the basket. We also have a basket which represents stocks which can help you take exposure to rural demand, right? So we have multiple such baskets available on the platform, and it's a very nice intuitive digital platform. Now there are some advantages of using this platform is that you will be able to very seamlessly manage and invest into baskets. There are all these pre-built baskets which are available on the platform. You can pick any of them and invest into it. If you like the constituents which are there in the basket, you can directly invest in them. Or let's say if you want to drop a particular constituent or add a constituent, you can do that also, right? So you have full freedom in terms of managing the portfolio the way you like. Similarly, if let's say you have invested 25,000 rupees and after some point, let's say it becomes 50,000 rupees and you want to just take out 10,000 rupees from your portfolio, that is also completely possible through a feature like partial exit. You can withdraw very systematically as in whenever there is a need to do that, and you can place a SIP order so that you are able to systematically invest into these baskets, as well as you will be able to place orders after market hours also, which is something that we call as off market orders. Because let's say if you are in office from 9 to 3, you don't need to wait for the markets to open again next day. You can just place the orders at 6 in the evening or late in the night when you have some time, and the systems will take care of everything. So this is what essentially we wanted to tell you today about the basket investing platform, right? And just to again cover the whole thing quickly and finish off, we wanted to tell you that it's inevitable to let's say pass through the volatility that is there in the market. There will be times when there will be a sudden drop in the market and sudden increase. The only way to navigate through that is through diversification. We discussed about the benefits of diversifications, and we talked about how ETFs have picked up a pace in the recent past. and we clubbed all the three concepts together and introduced one of the baskets which are available on our basket investing platform at HDFC Securities, which is all weather investing. How it one single portfolio lets you take exposure to gold, equity, and debt together, and is actually able to generate better returns compared to, let's say, the individual asset classes which are present inside the basket, while ensuring their downsides are protected at all points in time. Plus, we talked about in very like the brief all the different features that you can see on your screen right now about the basket investing platform. So we just hope that this Diwali you check out the platform and give us the feedback. And if you like what we have spoken about, you should be able to start your investment journey in a healthy way. And thanks a lot. And Devesh, over to you so that now you can introduce the special basket that HDFC Securities is planning to launch this Diwali.
Sure. Yeah, Anugrah, is my screen visible now?
Yes, yes, Devesh.
Okay, great. So thank you for introducing the small case, the baskets. Now I will speak about our Diwali picks, the Diwali baskets. Before we do that, let me just talk about the last Samvat. So as Anugrah pointed out, Diwali, last Diwali to this Diwali, it has been a roller coaster ride. We saw that from the last Diwali till January, markets actually went up. It was healthy gain of what about 13% we witnessed in about NSE 500 stocks. Reality, the real estate, metals, IT, those stocks were leading the charge. PSU stocks and FMCG were the laggards of that phase. And around January and February, the coronavirus started hitting the markets across the world. Various markets started factoring in the pandemic. Markets fell precipitously, and we saw that from January highs till March lows, average NSE 500 stock fell by 46%. Banks, because of the moratorium, and real estate, which was gaining earlier, they were the prime laggards. 52% and 49% fall was there in these two sectors. Pharmaceutical and FMCG were the least affected sectors. Pharmaceuticals, naturally, because all the everybody started consuming more medicines. They everybody became more conscious about the health. They wanted to take medicines as a precaution, and that's why pharmaceutical companies did quite well. FMCG, because it was a daily consumption items, those did not stop, and those companies were the only few which were allowed to do business. Their businesses were booming, and that's why they were the least affected sectors. Then from the March lows, the new bull market began. From the depth of those lows, every few weeks, market has started going up, small correction, and again they have reclaimed those highs. And recently we have gone through the previous highs, we have gone through the previous January highs, and now we are into new all-time highs. IT, pharmaceuticals, and automobiles have actually led the rally. PSU banks and FMCG are the laggards here, which were earlier the gainers. Now let us talk about our last Diwali picks. What did we recommend? How did they do? So we recommended about 12 stocks, and if somebody were to invest in those stocks last Diwali and keep it till the targets, then on an average they would have gained about 13% compared to 4% gain in the index. So our last year's Diwali picks handsomely beat the markets. Only 2 stocks were to go down, and they hit our red flag levels. Most of the other stocks actually did quite well. 10 stocks did went on to achieve the targets. If somebody had to held their stocks through the year, and then if you see compared to Nifty's 7% gains from last Diwali to the day we released this report, index was up about 7%, but our stocks on a high did quite well and they were up about 75%. So anywhere between 13 to 75% return according to the day and time you have booked the profits you would have gained compared to 4 and 7% in the indices. So the last year's Diwali picks did extremely well. Now, what are the sectors which you need to keep on mind this somewhat? We think that the markets are now entering a euphoria phase, and since the US election has passed, the fear of the blue wave is now not there, because after winning the White House, the Democratic Party candidate Joe Biden may take the control over the White House, although the President Trump has still not considered. But I think by the January, when the date of the handover comes, he will concede, and probably Mr. Biden will become the President of the United States. Republican Party is still in the control of the Senate. There will be 2 runoff elections at the end of January. Most probably, if they manage to control keep those seats, then Republicans will keep the control of the Senate. And investors are hopeful that this split in Washington will part any large tax increases for the large company, and there will not be any sweeping changes in the policies. And that's why markets are actually surging to newer highs. After the certain last few weeks of rally, we feel that the market will run into some resistance in the last week of December, where we usually see the calendar year and tax loss selling, especially in the US markets. A lot of professional investors will try to book profits before the year end. So from here to next couple of weeks, we need to gradually prune our positions and create some cash, and that cash can be deployed in next calendar year gradually when markets come down. What are the sectors to watch out for in next somewhat? So PSU has been one of the laggard sectors, and we see signs that it should do well in 2077. What are the reasons why we feel that the PSU sector will do well? See, there is a change of policy, and the government is now no longer going to sell stocks piecemeal through ETFs. They are not going to come from time to time through OFS, but they have now decided to change the policy and go for buybacks and dividend in PSU stocks. So if this policy is pursued and if it is taken to its logical conclusion, there will be strategic divestment and privatization of profitable companies. And if that were to happen in this somewhat 2077, we feel that the PSU as a sector can outperform the other sectors. A government has already invited the expression of interest for BPCL. There are chances that the LIC, one of the largest insurance company, may also go for an IPO. And all this privatization of BPCL, IPO of LIC, these are the events which will trigger investor interest towards PSU stocks, and PSU stocks can do well. Other than that, banks and metals are likely to do well this summer. We feel that it will be difficult to replicate the returns which IT and healthcare index has received in 2076. So 2076, they will continue to do well, but their returns should be moderate compared to 2076. So that brings me to the our today's topic about 2 Diwali baskets, Diwali investment ideas which we have released in the form of basket. Anugrah has explained beautifully how you can invest through basket. These baskets are available on our HDFC Securities website. You can go there and pick somewhat 2077 large cap basket. In this basket, we have taken 5 stocks out of the top 100 market cap stocks listed on the exchanges. These are the stocks which have strong earning growth and visibility. They have stable cash flows. These 5 stocks are from different sectors. So you will get about 5 sectors and quite a adequate amount of diversification. You are not totally spread thin, but you are also not concentrated on 1 or 2 stocks. So if you buy this basket, you will get 5 stocks from telecom, pharmaceuticals, banking, information technology, and alcohol beverages. Similarly, on the same lines, we have created another basket, which is 2077 mid-cap basket. Here also, we have chosen 5 stocks. These are the mid-cap stocks. By definition, are the stocks from 101 to 250 large market capitalization companies listed on the exchange. So you get 5 stocks from the large cap baskets and 5 stocks from the mid-cap baskets. Again, these are the companies which we feel have potential to become large by harnessing the growth opportunity available to them. They are again adequately diversified among this basket. 5 companies are from pharmaceuticals, NBFC, gas transmission, information technology, and alcohol beverages. So these are the 2 baskets which we would like to introduce to you from this Diwali to next Diwali. You can allocate gradually, buy this baskets. Do not buy everything what you intend to put into this basket at one go. You can gradually accumulate over the next couple of weeks as the prices, if prices come down, you can keep on adding on this basket. Out of the total money which you have decided to put into equity, you can allocate up to 25% of the money into these 2 baskets. You have to understand the your risk appetite, how much you want to take a risk. If you want to remain little safe, then obviously the larger stocks are likely to be less volatile and they are likely to be more liquid. If you understand the risk, if you have the appetite, if you want to take chances towards higher risk, you can take put money into mid-cap basket. So depending upon the risk appetite, you can put 50-50% in large cap and mid-cap basket. If you are little risk averse, you can put 70% of the money into large cap and 30% into mid cap. If you want to take more risk, maybe put 30% into large cap and 70% into mid cap basket, or you can allocate all 100% towards the mid cap if you have the stomach to digest those volatility. Apart from this, there are also about 20 other baskets available on our website. Some of the baskets like Pharma Tracker, the Double Earnings, Dividend Aristocrat have done exceptionally well. They have handsomely beaten their benchmarks and they are doing quite well. So I encourage all of you to go to our website www.hdfcisec.com and check out all these baskets, understand the components and allocate some capital towards these baskets, apart from the all-weather investing basket which Anugrah explained. This is the new way of investing. A lot of it is catching up. A lot of investors are gradually moving to these baskets, and I encourage you to all to go towards these baskets. So this is what we wanted to cover in this webinar. I hope you have learned about the new concept of basket investing, how with the help of basket you can reduce the volatility while continue to earn handsome return with the help of different baskets. You can allocate your money towards different basket. If you know the strategy, if you are convinced about some strategy, you can create your own basket and use those baskets to allocate capital towards that. So all of you can go to our website and check this new concept of investing. Now we have some time left, so we can take some questions. If you have any question, there is a question mark button on your right hand side of your screen. You can press that and we'll try to answer some of the questions. So I will wait for some the question queue to assemble. Meanwhile, Anugrah, how has been the experience? Can you share how many investors have now chosen the small case, the basket as a investment theme, and how the progress has been? You can share some data about baskets to our investors.
Sure, Devesh, and I guess I'm audible right now?
Yes, you are audible.
Cool. Thanks, Devesh. So the concept of basket investing is growing very rapidly right now in India, and small case has been at the forefront of driving the whole concept and introducing it to the investors. Right? And the platforms for basket investing and portfolio investing are now very widely and easily available and have become very trustworthy also with time, because investors have seen their money grow with time on these platforms. And now, like on HDFC Securities itself, we have more than 50,000 customers who have invested at different points in time in these baskets, right? And this is a very high number for a very new concept that has started picking up, right? And as you pointed out, that the baskets like Dividend Aristocrats or double earnings, right? These baskets have given very good and handsome returns, and people have seen their money grow and have started trusting the platform more and more. And the most the most important thing that what we have noticed is that the ease with the ease that the platform offers, right, to invest into multiple securities together is something that investors like a lot, right? So for example, traditionally, if investors wanted to invest into a portfolio of 20 stocks, right, they would have to go search for those 20 stocks, specify the orders specifically for every single stock, then do some mental calculation to, let's say, think how much they should be investing into every stock, and then it would be have been like a process which would require minimum of, let's say, 200 to 250 clicks to execute execute the basket. Forget about maintaining, reviewing, rebalancing, right? Now on the basket investing platform that is available at HDFC Securities, the whole basket can be just executed in 2 to 3 clicks, right? So that's how easy we have made the whole discovery, investing, maintaining of multiple baskets together, right? And these baskets are very modular also in nature, in the sense that just the way you are able to set a SIP on a mutual fund, or you are able to partially withdraw some money from the mutual fund, or let's say you are able to uh, let's say keep on investing as and when you want, all of these different action types, right? Whether SIP, partially withdrawing, investing more, right? All these options are also available on the basket investing platform. And in addition to that, this is there is an added advantage of you're not requiring any new paperwork, no new account, everything is already integrated. You just need to directly log in with your HDFC Securities existing account and buy it, and the securities directly comes to your demat account. So it's super easy and rapidly growing concept, and we just hope that whatever we have tried to communicate today at least encourages few of the investors to go and check out the platform.
Right. Thank you. So there is a question from Raj Goel. How long I have to hold it? Can I sell it anytime? So Raj, you can hold this basket as long as you want, and you can sell it if you need any money, or if you think that the prices have risen to a level where you would like to book profits, you can exit anytime. So there is no lock-in into these baskets. Murli Chari is asking, are there any other charges apart from the brokerage? So Anugrah did mention that these are only the brokerage charges are applicable. There are no other charges which will be there for you to use this facility. What is the performance for the basket? So all the baskets, when you go to the HDFC Securities website, and you can see, once you open the page regarding that basket, you will see the historical returns there. So investors who have asked about the historical returns, like Anil, and there are many who have asked about the last 2 year, last 3 year basket returns. So please go to our website and see the historical data. There you will see in the form of chart what kind of historical return compared to its benchmark these baskets have generated. There are many questions, so but due to paucity of time, we have already reached past 40 minutes. So we'll close this webinar now, and we'll try to answer these questions individually to all these viewers. So that brings us to the end of this webinar. I hope you have learned a new concept about basket investing, and I'll encourage you to go to our website and start exploring this concept. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Anugrah, and we wish all our viewers happy Diwali.
Thanks, Devesh. A very happy Diwali to everyone.
Right, we are closing the conference. Thank you.